I used to say the same thing to
Hello,
Frank.
hello. Hey guys, this is Notary Life with Kimmi. This is just an impromptu with Angela and Alexis, and we have some tips we wanted to share with you guys too. I hope Facebook is here. Let me see. Angela, y'all want to say hi while I check on Facebook?
Hi, everybody. How are you? What's today? Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening.
Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday.
All right. Well, hey, so we had a couple things we wanted to share with you that will grow your business. So you want to go first, Angela? Or you want me to go first?
It don't matter.
You can go.
So I just had something that came up today that really has been coming up for a couple of weeks. And today, you know how your phone says spam call or likely spam call. And of course, I was not answering those calls. But for whatever reason, last week, something just said answer the call. And I answered the call. And actually, that was the call for my apostille, where the gentleman had 3 apostilles last week that I got to do, with 2 in Georgia and 1 that I had to send to DC. And today, the same thing happened. I got a call, said that likely spam call, and it was somebody calling from the nursing home needing a notary for the POA. So that would have been, so there were 3 that I recall. The other one was from a servicing company that I have direct servicing with, and they called me, and the only reason I knew it wasn't a spam call, even though it said spam, is because I recognized that it was from Tustin, California, and it was the servicing company calling to give me a signing assignment. And so that would have been for $600 that I would have missed out of those 3 calls with the apostille, the nursing home, and the servicing company, had I not answered the spam calls. So I'm saying that to say, if it says likely spam or maybe spam or probable spam, answer those calls, because it could be somebody who got you from Google, or you never know. And that was my experience. I had 3 calls that I answered that says likely spam, and it was $600 worth of business.
Wow. That is so funny. And that's so true too. Because I stopped answering my phone because Jeff was like, it's spam, it's spam, it's spam.
That's what I thought.
I don't pick it up. And you know what? I did a video about that after I talked to our California person. Remember, she said she was missing all those calls?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Marissa.
Yeah, and it was spam, and she wasn't picking them up, and she didn't recognize the number. And I even did a video. Hey, everybody, welcome, welcome. And you know what? I want to hit Frank's comment. Hi, everybody that's joining us. I'm gonna hit Frank comment too, because he said if you show up on time, you are late.
Yep.
His father said that, and I've had that happen several times. And I know that's how I grew up too. If I'm always the first one there. I don't care what the gathering, party, whatever. I'm always the first one there. And Jeff would say, "Yeah, we look crazy, right?" Because I'm always like a half hour early. Yeah, I don't like to be late. I don't like to be rushed in. I like to get there and look at my surroundings, my environments.
Yeah.
Even on my signings, I like to get there early because I want to see what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, I look at the house. Where I have to park at? You know, am I blocking the neighbor's mailbox? If you pull up if the appointment is at 3 and you pull up at 3,
you're late.
You're late.
Yep. I have a short video on my IG that I did probably about 6 months ago about that, about being on time. If you're not 15 minutes early, and you're on time, that you're really late. And I talked about the surroundings, parking, and making sure you got everything. And yeah, I agree with Frank also.
Yeah, that's a good tip right there. I love that. So he also say he turned off his spam blocker a long time ago. I might do that. I might. Alexis, you have something you want to share? You want me to go ahead and talk about my little rant I want to go on right quick?
No, mine is the same. I always answer the phone. I had situations where phone numbers came through as spam, but like Angela said, it wasn't. But thankfully, that only happened to me one time. I just answered the phone and I was shocked. But I guess it's something with the way the number comes through, maybe.
I don't know.
But yeah, every spam call is not spam.
No, it's not. So what I wanted to talk about really quick, guys, is the need for a witness list. So today in our Facebook group, which is Notary Educators, if you have not joined, I put a request out that I needed somebody to do 2 different assignments with me. I needed a witness for each one. And they were 8 minutes apart. So one of our members ended up joining me. That was Ladero. He shout out to Ladero. I appreciate you coming through. Yeah. And actually, Jeff thought he had to work. He wasn't going to make it. So I said, well, let me put this call out right quick. So he did come through. I still let him come, even though Jeff was able to go with me. Also, so it was 3 of us showing up. I was really protected today with the guys. So anyway, Ladero came, and I wanted to really emphasize the need for you to have a witness list. Do you guys have your witness list prepared in case a signing company requested? Because in this case, that was part of the assignment. A title company called me direct, and they said, we need you to go do an assignment, but we need you to provide the witness. And they accounted that in the fee, accounted for that in the fee. Better way to say that. So they paid me for the witness. But fortunately, I had a witness list. Now, unfortunately, nobody on my list could come through today. Right. So I turned to Facebook. I'm like, hey, can I get a witness? And then I was able to get Ladero. He came out, did 2 jobs for me. We were together less than an hour. And that's some good money. For less than an hour, he signed 2 documents. That's it, literally. So I also want to reiterate that witnesses are so important, because without that witness, the document cannot happen. The signing cannot happen. So you must have a witness list if you want to get assignments. And sometimes if you want to help an assignment to be completed, you got to have a witness list. So that witness is not to be like, oh, there ain't nobody. No. And that's why another tip just came to my mind, guys, to grow your business. When you see requests for witness, ask for a little bit more. A little bit more. So they might say $25. I even saw one recently, like $20. I'm like, what?
Right.
The signing cannot happen without a witness. Yeah, so that's very important. You guys want to add anything else? Any other tip you learned out you had today?
This week? I already told a funny story about my other thing, driving the client home.
Yes. Did you have anything else, Alexa? Something happened with you this week?
Yeah, I had my first, I would say, not my first Apostille, but my first large sum of money.
Oh, yeah. What happened with that? Because we were on live when you did that.
Oh, I sent it off. So hopefully it's back by, that's why I was late to the live yesterday, y'all. Because I had to go get that money, okay? I gave it to them today, so hopefully it's back, end of the week, beginning of next week, probably end of the week. Georgia be moving lately.
They have been.
They've been moving fast, or they've been moving slow? What are y'all saying?
No, fast.
Okay.
They'll get it back out.
I dropped mine off yesterday at 2:00, and I didn't expect them to send it out until today. I got in FedEx last night saying that it was in transit, so they had already put it in the FedEx box yesterday. Even though, because usually if you drop it off after 1, they won't process it till the next day.
Yeah, I get there. I try to get there early. Our doctor's appointment was at 10. I got there around 9. I try to go around that time, so that way, like I said, they've been moving lately. So
they've been moving.
All right. Y'all got any questions for us right quick? We're going to stay on just a few more minutes. We just wanted to hop on and really emphasize the need to pick up your telephone. Oh, we didn't even talk about that. We talked about spam, but just picking it up when it rings also is another tip you hear us say all the time. People say, I'm not getting no business. I'm not getting no business. And then we talk to them. They're not picking up the phone because they're afraid. Right.
And even I've called notaries that we train, because I'm like, okay, can somebody meet me? Do I need a... But shout out again to Ladera and Devonna, his mom, because it's like they are on it. They see it in the chat. They immediately get it. They've done a job that I couldn't do because I was on the other side of Atlanta. Ladera said, my mom got you. So they tag teaming together. So shout out to you guys for building your business that way.
Yeah, if you have not joined our Notary Educators Facebook group, especially if you're in Georgia, Gwinnett County, join, because a lot of times when we have assignments and we need some assistance, we do feed work to our Facebook group first. We start right there because we family, right? So if I got something extra, if I need a witness,
give it to the
I'm
family.
coming to my Facebook group, okay? Yeah. So that was, like I said, 2 jobs today that we had. So we do have a couple of questions. We'll go ahead and answer those right quick. Let's see. So welcome again, everybody that's here and that will join us later. Let's see. One question is, do we mail our documents that was notarized? So 9 out of 10 times if you're doing general notary work, no, the client takes it back. Just general notary, that means they call you on the phone. Hey, I need a will signing. You go there, sign a document. They take their paper, do whatever they got to do with it. Now, what Alexis was referring to is an apostille. So that, or apostille, you want to tell them the process real quick, Alexis?
As far as the mailing, the documents back?
Just the basic apostille, basic what you do.
Oh, so basically, I'll just run it down. It's a lot more that goes into it, but I'll give you an overview. Please make sure you research. But so for me, for Georgia, where I'm at, a client comes to me like, hey, I need this done. Majority of the time, for me personally, the documents are already notarized. If they're not notarized, I would notarize them. I would take those documents and make sure that they are part of the Hague country list. If they are, cool, easy process. Most of mine are, so I'll take them down to the county clerk, superior county clerk here in Georgia, and fill out a bunch of paperwork that goes with that document, send it off, or take it down to them. I take it to them personally, drop it off. They'll do what they have to do. They'll process the order, and they'll send it back to me. From there, I'll call my client like, hey, your document's ready. The apostille is complete. The client will come and pick it up, and then they'll usually send it off. Or if they ever ask me to send it off, I would for them. But usually they'll send it off to whatever country that it was intended to go to. So that's
and I was going to add to that, if you are doing, like I had a signing today, the one I was telling you guys about earlier, I needed the witness. That came from direct title. So they asked me to provide the witness, and I also had to scan it back. It was only 3 pages. It was a deed signing. Those are my favorite. It was a deed signing, guys. I mean, literally 5 minutes. Not even. That's me chit-chatting and installing, you know, because I was waiting on my witness and stuff. So because she was out there, we could have signed it and been gone. But the deed signing is the quickest signing you will ever do, and literally it's 5 minutes. But I was asked to scan it back and also to take it to FedEx. So in that case, most signing companies, you do have to deliver them back. I would say 90% of your jobs from signing companies, you'll deliver those to FedEx or UPS. They do include the label. So, yep. Good question. All right, here go one more. Any specific witnesses needed? You want to talk about who can be a witness, Angela?
Yeah, as far as specific witnesses, anybody can be a witness as long as they're not a party to the document. If you got your mom who's retired, your grandmother, your sister, your brother, your husband, your nephew, as long as they're over 18, and I'm going to say this, no criminal record. I wouldn't get anybody with a criminal record. I don't know why, but I just wouldn't. And yeah, as long as they're over 18 and they're available, you can use them as a witness. Most of us use our family members. I use my neighbor. Yeah, as long as they're over 18 and they're available.
Oh, that's me on Facebook. You on Facebook. Hold on, let me turn it down. I was trying to check Facebook. Sorry, y'all.
But yeah, they're over 18 and available. You can use them. And a lot of us use our family members. If you have family, especially if you have family don't really work or work part-time, all of my witnesses are like readily available at any time. And that's the key, because you never know what time of the day you're going to get a notary request that has a witness. So just have those people available that are over 18 and reliable.
Yeah. And I have at least 4. Some of those are my notary buddies, like Angela. I have a couple other friends that are notaries. I use them, they use me. So you can always keep your notary buddy. If you can't find anyone, like today, and I've had this happen before, if I just cannot find anybody, I do just like the client, notary near me.
Right.
And I find me a notary with the highest rating. That's why I say your reviews are so important. And I call them. And I did have that happen. I made a new friend like that, actually, new notary buddy. She could not do it, but she had a witness list and gave me one of her people.
Yep.
I talked about that on a live maybe last month. So Douglasville is in the house, Alexis.
Yeah, Alexis Douglasville is in the house.
Out that way by you. Hey, Linda.
Florida's in the house.
Angela. Everybody, welcome. Hey, Patricia. So you guys have any more questions for us? We were just hopping on for a few minutes. We'll give you a couple updates, what's going on with us. So you guys know we're still planning our Georgia meet and greet. Is the biggest thing Notary Educators got going on right now. Also, another big thing we're doing is building our Facebook community. That's Notary Educators. You do not have to take one of our classes. And some things are happening over there. People are actually doing very well.
Yes.
And we're proud of them. Hey,
Yeah,
Lakeisha.
that's so exciting when you guys share your wins. When you share your wins with us and and tell us what's going on with your business and how your phone is popping and your Google My Business is finally up. When you give Alexis kudos for helping you with your Google My Business, we like all of that. So we here to cheer on the winners because we all want to be winners.
Yeah, and if you got a little situation out there in the field or something you don't understand, drop it in the Facebook group too, because we know every day is not perfect. So if you got a concern about something, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We're very active in the chat.
And as far as the witness list goes, make sure you all join that group because you just never know where people will be from. We have plenty of people in the past with our group me we had set up, our clients who would help each other out because they were close to each other. Love to see it. So that's our goal for this Facebook group. Please make sure you join. And also at the meet and greet, especially if you're in Georgia, it's a great way for us to get to know everybody. Where is everybody from? Where's everybody at? Make connections.
Yep.
Because that is so important. That can help build your witness list. Any other thing you might come across, you might just need somebody to call and ask a question to. You just never know.
Yeah.
You never know who's going to be at this meet and greet. So make sure you all sign up, come register May 15th, 1 to 5 p.m.
Yeah. And so sign up before it's too late because there's a cutoff date and there's a limited number. When the number is filled, it's over. And when the cutoff date is cut off, it's over. We've had people in our class even said, I can't get in. It won't let me get in. It's all filled.
Yep.
Okay. And I did have one more tip about that witness thing. Make sure the witness is professional like you are. The witness represents you. So you don't want your witness looking like they just rolled out the bed. Now, we know they're not getting paid the same amount you are for the assignment, right?
Right.
But that still don't mean they're going to roll out the bed looking like with a robe on,
Crust in their eyes.
Right. So make sure the witness also looks professional because they're representation, again, of you and the signing company if you were hired by someone, okay?
We got Texas in the house.
Yes. Hey, Charmaine. And somebody said they just caught the live. Who is that? Miss Lakeisha.
Lakeisha.
KBS. Somebody said this their first time catching a live. Any kind of live. Okay, well, anyway, welcome to everyone who will see us on the replay. Yeah, also, just one more thing, guys. If you got a couple of questions, we'll answer until about 6:30ish. A couple more things. So last night on the live, I also announced that every Monday we're going to be giving $10 off of all of our online courses. So check those out. If you're not doing ink fingerprinting, every state can do ink fingerprinting. $10 off the course, NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. Also, I-9s, every state can do those just about except California. If you are not doing I-9s, that need to be part of your business.
Yep.
And I just wrote out a new course today, Build Your Notary Business. And the reason I created that is because a lot of times people still don't know how to build the business. I need a checking account. What type of insurance? It covers everything in there to get you started to build your business because you have to have your EIN number. Eventually. I always say you don't need it to get started, but you need it eventually, Thank you. Thank you so much. So check those out. Okay. Let's see. Debbie says she did her first general notary for 160. Debbie,
Debbie. So Debbie is a regular with us on the Monday Night Lives. Congratulations, Debbie.
Yes. Awesome. That is awesome. You don't want to come up and talk about it, do you? I know it's spur of the moment. If you want to come up, I'll throw the link in there. Let me throw it in there just in case.
$60 general notary.
Yeah, tell us about that, girl, because I don't even make that kind of money.
Mackenzie's from New York. Debbie's playing with the big boys with that $160.
Right. I want to know give us the breakdown, Debbie.
Let us know if you want to come up. I'll put the link in there. Let's see who else. We had another question.
KBS said, "Where's the sign up for the Snellville event?"
Notary. Notary. Let me put it up. NotaryEducatorsLLC.com.
Yeah, KBS. Sign up now because the are filling up every day.
Yeah, and if y'all have any family, friends that are interested in becoming a notary, maybe they got their commission, they're not doing anything with it.
Oh, Debbie's coming up to tell us. Hold on, y'all. Oh, sorry, baby, to cut you off. Go ahead, Alexis.
And I was just saying, if you have any family or friends that maybe have their commission or are interested, tell them to come on out to the meet and greet.
Yep.
Okay, let's bring Debbie up right quick.
Yeah, I just
Hey,
wanted.
Debbie.
Hey,
Debbie. Debbie is a
hey.
regular with Notary Educators on the Monumentary. I know that name.
Yes, yes, you guys have been great. I love coming on the Monday. It's just been really good.
Yes.
I actually have had to say no to a lot because the refinance it costs so much money to do a refinance for me that I have to be very. I started to think I need to be very particular about what I was doing, and so I had done the first general notary work thing that I did. I think I emailed Kimmi because I didn't stamp it. And this was like in March. And I didn't stamp it. You said, you got to go back and fix it. So when they called me back, I went back and fixed it. And it was so funny. I had gotten that through a signing, but they called me directly, emailed me directly on a Sunday and asked me to come in and do a signing. And I said, okay. So I had to come in. I was in Long Island at the time. So I did exactly what everyone said, like to do the invoice, put my, travel fee. Because remember, I was the one that thought that we could not do notary work except for $2. So I didn't want to do any general notary work.
Right.
So I did the whole inventory. I did the whole invoice and I put $33 because that would have been my whole fee, including the train. And then I got on the train to get there at 10:30. And while I was on the train, I got an email that said, oh, he's going to be late. Can you do it at 12? And I said, yes, I could do it at 12. They said, because we're going to have you wait for so long, we'll give you $100. Like that was on them.
Yeah.
And then when I got there, the young lady works in this office. She's an executive. She's really, really nice. And she said, well, they want me to be a notary for them. And I don't really want to do it. I said, listen, and I believe that when you pay it forward, you get something even more. You just have to learn that everything doesn't have to be so close to the vest.
Mhm.
And that's how I work.
Right.
So I said, listen, here's the thing. She says, I have to be a witness sometimes for them. I said, that's okay. I said, so if you have to be a witness because they only want you to witness, I will be more than happy to come up here and I will be happy to do it for you. Don't even worry about it.
Right.
And she said, I said, go ahead, take your test next week. I said, if you need any information, I said, I can give you some YouTube videos to go look at. I opened all that up. And I also told her that I have my real estate license. So she was letting me know, well, listen, if there's any executives in this office that need anything done, you will be my first call. She said, I really appreciate your help. I probably will call you if I need to talk to you about me signing up. And I said, please do. I will, whatever I can do to help you. And she even told me, she says, I have some people in the office that are going to be looking for apartments. So I can always give them your information.
Yeah.
So it was just a blessing. And then what she did was she ended up, instead of giving me 100, she gave me 160.
Look at you.
Girl.
And that's all
that's
just
the way it works.
That's just all by being just nice.
Yeah.
Being open, being upfront and honest. And just, paying it forward, because I got a lot of information from you guys and I just wanted to pay it forward to her. And then I got it back from her. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I think that if people learn how to share information the way you guys share information and you give it to other people, it comes back to you.
It does.
It does. You have to believe. And I was having a hard time struggling, and I was like, this was a blessing. And I said a lot of it had to do with changing my attitude, because my friend said, just just have to believe, keep all that negativity out. And I think about that because a lot of times when we come on here and be a little negative or thinking that we can't do something, you guys are very encouraging. So like, say you can do it. We can, this is what you can do. So I have to thank you guys too for always being so available and so open and so giving, because that helps, that helped me. So I want to thank you guys very much.
Oh,
well, it is our pleasure.
We're so glad you're winning out there.
Yeah,
I'm trying. It's
Yeah.
coming
I'll tell you this,
slowly.
Debbie. I'll
It's
tell you
coming
this
slowly,
one.
but thank you so much.
I'll tell you this one thing. With all of that you said, what it amounts to is you and great customer service. Customer service is in the dumps these days.
Yes.
My thing is customer service. If you give great customer service, you're gonna always win.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Also, a couple more things you said, Debbie. We're gonna talk about it really quick. Stay with us. Is you said to share, because the notary community, unfortunately, sometimes is kind of tight-lipped.
Yeah.
And you can't, you call somebody, you like, well, what is this? What is that? And it's kind of like, we don't do that. Now, sometimes I push back. If you ask me a question, I may push back and say, hey, what does your handbook say? Or, hey, what is such and such? But that's because I'm training you. I want you to be a good notary.
Right. Yes.
You know, we're a resource for you, but you need to know how to do it. So I do push back with people sometimes. And again, we're not doing it to be mean. So I love
not at all
to share. And because people ask us that all the time, actually on the live, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Somebody said, you guys give away so much money. So much information. How do you make money?
And it's what Debbie said. When you give, you get in return.
Yes. And we're actually working notaries too. So this is not all we do is YouTube. We just had a few minutes tonight. We popped on, so we actually work. I'm over here getting alerts right now.
I work today too.
Great. I want to thank you guys for all that you give. It's really, really been very helpful. And I love coming on Mondays. I fell asleep yesterday because I was so exhausted. But I do love coming on Mondays and just listening to you guys. It's really been a really big help to build my confidence, to not be afraid to go out there, to not go out there and do what I want to do. So I really appreciate it.
Yes. And thank you everybody in the comments. Our pleasure, Debbie. Thank you for joining us.
Bye, guys. I'll see you next Monday.
Go out there and keep winning, girl.
Yes. All right. Well, we just want to say thank you to all of you here that also are giving us big shout outs, because it's our pleasure. Yes. Angela says she does everything we tell her to do. All right. And thank you guys for joining us. KBS says she signed up, or he. KBS, I'm not sure who you are yet, but they signed up for the meet and greet.
Make sure you come and introduce yourself. People that are on the lives. Make sure you come and introduce yourself so we'll know who you are when you're on the lives.
Yes, yes. And Miss Patricia says she appreciates all we do too, good information and good teaching. Well, guys, we're going to head out. Again, we just wanted to pop on for a few minutes, and it's our pleasure.
Thank you.
If you do need an intake call to kind of see where you need to be at in your business, fill out a contact form over at notaryeducatorsllc.com, and we will give you a call, okay? All right, guys. Well, until later.
Enjoy the rest of your week.
Bye. Enjoy the rest of your week.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.